the Queen has been slowly but surely passing on duties to her closest family members as she gets older, royal expert Ian Lloyd has noted. This gradual move began a decade ago when she stopped carrying out long-haul flights and was cemented in 2015 when she and Prince Philip stopped traveling abroad. Mr. Lloyd, the author of the Duke, 100 Chapters in the Life of Prince Philip, told Express. Co.uk when asked if he envisions the Queen slowing down following the death of her beloved husband, there has been a slowing down for several years, not an alarming one. In 2011, when Philip was 90, they travelled to Australia and I remember one of their detectives saying there would be no more long-haul flights afterwards. So there has been a reduction of her activities. The Queen and Prince Philip's last official visit abroad was to Malta in 2015, a sentimental trip for them as the couple had lived on the island for a few years before Elizabeth II acceded to the throne. Other members of the royal family, Mr. Lloyd noted, have been stepping up to the plate in recent years to take over the work part of the monumental work carried out by the Queen and Prince Philip. He continued, Prince Philip retired in 2017 and it was quite a shrewd move, I think partly because he realized he wasn't himself, he was having health problems and also 2 key members of his staff had recently died. But I think he also realized that his retirement meant other people in the family, notably Prince Charles, would have to step up. So when President Trump came on a state visit in 2019 it was Prince Charles and the Queen who hosted him. There has been a gradual move, now Charles is moving forwards on his own. Recently he was the one who marked the D-Day anniversary alone, historically it would have been the Queen to do it. Also, the family is making sure the Queen is being accompanied to formal engagement. And it also means that, if for any reasons she is not feeling 100%, you still get another member of the royal family attending. The heir to the throne has been taking on more and more duties that used to be traditionally carried out by the Queen. For example, he has been front and center during the National Service of Remembrance for the past few years, leading the country in the commemorations of the fallen soldiers and laying a wreath of poppies on behalf of his mother, who rather than playing an active role in the ceremony watches it from one of the balconies of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. However, the Queen is still very much into work, Mr. Lloyd said, adding he does not believe the monarch would ever abdicate. He said, I think what sustains the Queen is her attitude to work. She said in a 1992 documentary, Elizabeth R., that she sometimes regrets people don't take on jobs for life. Recalling a famous conversation between the Queen and her cousin Margaret Rhodes, he added, she is also a pragmatic person. She told her cousin Margaret Rhodes she would never abdicate unless she had a stroke or Alzheimer's. I don't think she will ever retire unless there is a health crisis, and even then I think she would continue to reign as Elizabeth II and Charles would just take over, a bit like when George III was incapacitated and his son became Prince Regent. Indeed, the Queen has recently signaled she is still very much capable of cope with a diary packed with events despite her age. On June 11, she travelled to Cornwall accompanied by her son, the Duchess of Cornwall and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. There, she hosted a reception with Camilla and Kate before meeting world leaders, including US President Joe Biden, at another reception at the Eden Project. On the following day, she attended a streamlined Trooping the Colour parade in the quadrangle of Windsor Castle. On Sunday, she stepped out again in the quadrangle to welcome the US presidential couple for tea and a private meeting. and 2 days later she met the Prime Minister of Australia, Scott Morrison, for a private audience.